Proven patterns for hogs, that's what we're going to talk about right now. Last night, went back to a pattern. Every end of May into June, I hit one of two patterns. We're going to talk about that. Went down to coyote hunt well after midnight. I'm off today, so I went really late last night. I wanted to hit it late, and I'm going to show you a video right off the bat here of the thunderstorms in the area. Looked at my app, found out, man, there were some thunderstorms going through, and what I did first was I just sat in my car, sat on some fields, and I was able to scan. Then I moved back to some patterns that I remembered. End of May into June, two patterns really paid off for me, and one of them did last night. So the first one is wild onions. When these farmers go out there and start to cut the fields, they start to tell me where the damage is. Right now, man, we are the highest fields we can get right now. Great weather, a lot of rain, and what happens is these farmers go in and cut, and they leave the round bales there. I've been able to get up on top of these round bales, and that pays off. In those wild onions and in the wheat right now. If you got a wheat field, man, get around that wheat field, and that's what happened last night. I went past a wheat field, I got into the area, and a couple things right now. The weeds are so high, you're gonna need thermal. So I got my thermal scanner, ATN, OTS, LT to 320, 3 to 6. You need a thermal scanner because as you're looking at these high wheat fields, man, you're just going to see, they're almost like ghosts. You're not going to see them. They're going to come into an area, you're going to see them, and then you're going to have to come up with a plan. So I move into this wheat field. There's 3 wheat fields, small wheat fields. One of them in the middle was cut. So I was able to get right on the edge of the high one behind me, the cut one in front of me, and then another one down in front of me that is not cut. There's 2 round bales in there. Big high round bales. I stayed in there about an hour, but I could hear the hogs after a while. ATN X sound, another product we're going to bring to you, and you're able to hear. It protects you from the blast of the weapon, but you're able to hear. It's amazing what you can hear in this. Hunters use these, and we love them. Man, you can hear a bird flying over. He heard doves flying over. So last night, I'm hearing the hogs in the wheat. I can't see them. I get over up on top of that round bale. A couple videos we're going to bring up to you at first. The problem I had on top of the round bale is you don't have that tripod and you're trying to shoot offhand. I didn't want to screw it up, so I didn't take a shot on the first 3 that I seen. But I planned and I moved around, checked the wind, and I go along the edge. I want to get them on the edge of the wheat going into the woods, and that's exactly what I did. Snuck around, got over there, maneuvering in on them, and I could still hear them. But what happened is they started to leave the field, and I was able to take one right on the edge of that field and drop it right there on the edge, because being able to hear them, then locate them with your thermal. ATN Thor 4, 384, 4.5 to 18 did the job. We're going to bring that video up. Just like a ghost coming out of that wheat into that field, and bam, dropped them. So check out those patterns now. Always remember those patterns. You got, just like deer hit white oaks at certain times and muscadines at certain times. Hogs are the same way. Wild onions, man, whenever you get in there and they're digging, you look into digging, you'll see the onions. You can actually smell the onions first. They're going to hit that. They hit that field certain months, 1 or 2 months, and then I'll bait that area and I'll never see a hog there for the remainder of the year. It's just a hot spot. It's a pattern. You hit those fields at certain times, and then they go on and they go back to their regular feeding. So check out those areas. Remember those areas that produced. 2 years ago, in the wheat fields, I took 20 hogs out of that one field. Those 3 groups of field. Last year, they didn't plant wheat, so it didn't pay off. This year, go back to the wheat. Man, I'm back on the hogs right now. So remember those patterns. Key on those patterns. It gets your numbers up on those years, and you're able to find them when they're away from your feeders. Thanks for watching.